good, y'all? Welcome back to Subslide Dubslide, a comprehensive anime podcast. It's your boy Jay, aka Versace Vegeta. And I'm here with my dogs, D and LJ. What's happening, bros?
What's going on, people?
Hey, we back. Another episode.
That's right, man. Episode 60. 60 of them things, man.
That's crazy.
Shoot.
That is crazy. Jeez.
You
guys are getting old.
You have to sign up for that AARP, my boy.
You guys are getting old, man.
60 is crazy. It don't even feel like it, too. That's the crazy part.
You know what my favorite thing about this episode is, though?
What's that?
I didn't have to sit in a theater full of stinky anime fans.
Oh man, yeah, I heard you had a hell of a time seeing Chainsaw Man, a movie, man. Okay, so
I think I'm gonna complain about it for a little while longer.
I know they will have heard you talked about it on the lookout, but let's run it again for folks, man.
Like, it says, bro, is that I say it on the lookout, but don't associate me with these animations. No,
hell no. Hell yeah. We're cologne wearers around here. Real shower takers around here.
Listen, you know? I am just a guy that likes cool shit. At this point, that's all it is.
Yes.
Welcome to the club, man.
That's right.
Bro, listen, don't associate me. Don't say the network. Don't say listen. As a record label, do not associate us with anime niggas no more. We are just guys who like cool things and talk about cool stuff. And it just so happens to be Japanese animation. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Oh my God.
I was here before people started thinking.
It's like ingrained in my brain at this point. It's like
people don't care. These are the folks that are like full on, otaku weeb. Like they not.
It's difficult, and it's like, to me, it's like, you're leaving the house, so why would you not?
They don't care.
Clearly,
they don't care. Like, God forbid you gotta be in a movie theater for an hour plus. Like, they don't care. It's the same thing when I've heard about cons and stuff. Like, people don't care. That's why I be afraid when people be like, "Oh, you gotta go to this con or anything." I'm like, you know what? I'll just look at the pictures because that seems like a better idea. Movies,
listen, man, in the words of the great philosopher Ray J, love who you want to love. Listen, man, do what you want to do. I'm really not like, if you want to enjoy this in the way you want to enjoy it, that's fine with me. I guess it's just more of if you're starting to impose though on my personal space because of your lack of, I feel I have a right to be a little annoyed.
You gotta go.
It's kind of like this is involuntarily like now you're just imposing on me. I don't like that.
Yeah, you ruining the vibes,
bro. For real, it was bad, man. It's just like a theater full of people like that. I was just like, dog. I'm like,
oh, y'all scaring me.
Yeah, you scared me. Like I'm the host, bro. Like I was getting scared. I was just like, hey, this is crazy. Like,
damn. So it wasn't even just like yo. It was just this one dude in my row.
Like it wasn't it was like I was in a sea of, like that thing. That's what was made. Like if it was like a couple here and there, cool. Like, hey, that's not gonna bother me. But it was like, it was like Castaway. I was on the boat and it was just me in a sea, and I was scared. I was surrounded. I had no escape plan. I was like, I either stay in this seat, which was actually a pretty good seat. I don't know how I lucked up on that seat on the day of buying a ticket.
Oh, nice.
But I was like, maybe sitting in the front.
That was the monkey's paw, bro.
Bro, listen, I was like, maybe sitting in the front row is gonna be worth it. I don't care how big this IMAX screen is. I don't care if I have to look up the entire time. Maybe moving to the front row is my wisest decision here. Now, I thugged it out. The movie was excellent and great. Please listen to the episode dropped yesterday. By the time you're hearing this, it's an amazing movie. Like amazing anime.
I've been told,
something, I think, listen, the anime movie jig isn't going anywhere for a very long time.
That bubble ain't gonna burst. Not soon.
No, not at all. We've got another probably. I'm gonna be real. We might have another decade of this.
Oh, it's not going nowhere, bro. Thank
Like
you.
how much money is getting generated in revenue by? There's no way.
Yeah.
Even if something flops, I feel like, which I don't.
It's unlikely, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's so unlikely that something is gonna flop. Like,
bro, there's a reason why anime is on every streaming service.
Because it's like, which one would it be? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
none of them. None of them.
The one thing to say is that when it comes to the anime movies that get US releases, it's pretty safe bets.
You doing numbers.
They're pretty safe bets, you know? Like, I haven't seen anyone that was like, I don't know how that would work. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I
mean,
people are going to be in the theater for it.
Yeah.
I think that, cause shoot, My Hero.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have 4 movies now, 3, 4, and I think two of them I was kind of like, it's whatever, but they still did numbers.
Yeah,
that's
you know what I'm saying. Like they still did really good numbers. That last one was really, really good. I can't even lie. It was the best one since the first one. The first one was really good. But yeah, like I said, in reality, like the movie jig is gonna continue to thrive. And sometimes in reality, a lot of these aren't even movies. They're like the first 3 episodes of the season.
Yeah. That's another thing where like the anime industry has gotten really good at, hey, we can get you in the theater just for previewing the beginning of a season. And we know we're going to make theater numbers off of that. So then you can use that towards the budget of whatever the next thing it's a racket, bro. It's a racket.
It really is. And I'm not mad at it at all. You know, like, listen, what we're gonna do, we're gonna throw a little couple extras maybe in there. You know, You make it worth your while. You know, maybe you stay to the end. You get a quick little like tidbit from the director. You know, get a tidbit from the mangaka, whatever. Yeah. But they're gonna make it worth your while. It's not gonna just be, they know how to tweak it just enough. They tweak it just enough where you're like, okay, I'm actually getting a full theater experience here. Yeah. I'm not mad at it. And I think that for certain animes on the low, this format works. I even say on the show that for Chainsaw Man, this format kind of works for their arcs. Just putting them out as movies. Like this
a shorter anime arc as a movie, especially when it's one that's like a transition arc between the story, right? The same way that the Reize arc works is the same way that the Mugen Train arc works. You know what I mean?
For real. I mean, Demon Slayer really took that and was like, nah, fuck that. We finna really run with this.
Yeah, about to do all of them.
Demon Slayer.
Now they're about to do a whole arc.
Mugen Train arc really is the one that opened up the floodgates.
Yes.
Like, how do they beat a 20-year-old record when they dropped that?
Yeah.
With Spirited Away, like, and no one's ever.
Mind you, the time frame too, right? Like that, the Demon Slayer Mugen Train film was one of the first films. Like after, I don't want to say after COVID, because let's be real, COVID was still going on.
It was still
right.
Leave.
If we're talking about theaters had been gone away for a period of time because of the pandemic, and then that was one of the first biggest releases that led to theater releases being normal again.
Yeah, it's, and like I said, we're gonna see a lot of it. I think that with this series that we're talking about now, I hope they are thinking about jumping on this train very soon. I know they got the second Hathaway movie coming out soon.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely. This is the best thing to do for that one.
I know that one's with Netflix, but Netflix is starting to put movies in theaters now, so I would like to see the second Hathaway's Flash come out in theaters first. That
would be great. Even if we get an OVA, something original to come out in theaters, I think that Gundam would go nuts in theaters.
The
A mobile
Endless
studio
Waltz
movie would
is
go
getting a
crazy.
re-release in Japanese theaters right now, and I'm
Yes.
keeping my eyes on that because we see most re-release, especially big re-releases like the anniversary ones, do wind up in the States eventually, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, praying, like we get Endless Waltz in the theaters in the States because we never got that in the theaters.
Yeah, I saw that on TV.
Yeah. I saw that
Yeah.
in 3 parts. I saw the OVA on Toonami. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Toonami.
But I mean, but for real though, it is cool to see because like outside of probably Studio Ghibli films,
Yeah.
which are constantly running in AMC.
Mhm.
Like they're always doing a
that's never-
4K release, an anniversary release. They're always
Every
running
year has a
Yeah,
Ghibli
every
season
year.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
You know,
that's never
so
changing.
It's really cool though that we are getting a lot more mainstream things that is just they're going in the theaters and they're doing really well. It's a cool thing to see. And like we said, I don't think this bubble is gonna burst anytime soon. I think that they're just gonna continue to do bigger and bigger productions. I mean, we got 2 more years until the next Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure within that we are going to get, you know, at least a couple more probably bigger shonen anime films in theaters, maybe, you know, or Arc or something like that. I know JJK is doing theirs. Theirs is going to be December 5th is the preview for season 3. So yeah, we're going to see a lot more of it, but I mean, the game is it's so different now. Like it's crazy. Like, you know, like why, like number 1 movie in America is Chainsaw Man. Like
Not surprised.
Right after the last number 1 movie,
Yeah.
is Demon Slayer.
Yeah, like Japan,
really though, like think maybe 10 years ago. Like
all
in
Marvel.
retrospect, 10 years ain't really that much time. But in 10 years ago, if you told me that 2 months straight an anime movie is going to be the number 1 movie in America, I'd look at you crazy.
Yeah, like
It's not named Pokemon.
Yeah.
I was thankful that Dragon Ball Z got a movie at that time.
Absolutely.
So it's like,
I mean, shoot, how did that do?
I didn't look. All I know is folks was mad.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that.
All I know is folks were mad, but people did see it. I'd have to check.
I mean, I remember people seeing it. I mean, I didn't go to theaters and see it when it dropped because it was Battle of the Gods and Resurrection.
Resurrection.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like,
good old Resurrection F. Good time.
I mean, those are the 2, but then they end up just getting split into arcs for Super.
Man, want to talk about like one of those things that was like the reverse of what we get now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's nuts how it worked out. I know it was number 1 in Japan as far as Battle of Gods goes.
Yeah, for sure.
It released in the US at number 12.
Yeah,
but at the same time, this was 2013, right?
Yeah,
where an anime movie was gonna get like a release for maybe a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Back then, and so like they weren't even marketed to be on the same frame as Hollywood flicks are today. Whereas now it's a big deal. You get a release. The press release about it months in advance. If the movie comes out in Japan, we're going to find out when it's going to be in theaters in the States shortly thereafter, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Gundam Showcase press release from back in July during San Diego Comic-Con, and it does mention right here a theatrical release of Gundam Wing Endless Waltz will arrive in Japanese and American theaters. Then it mentions both the theatrical release of the special compilation film for Iron-Blooded Orphans Uter Hunt. About that, it says, for American audiences, please follow us for official information about the release. And then it says the same thing about Gundam Hathaway at the Sorcery of Nymph Serfs. I feel like if it wasn't coming to American theaters, they wouldn't even say, hey, stay tuned for more news, right? So
that's coming. That's for sure.
We're getting all 3 of these.
Oh yeah.
That's like you mentioned, LJ, like the anime film industry is a thing now. Like,
it really
not going
is.
away.
And I mean, in reality, even this year, are we going to be talking about one of these two movies getting some type of Oscar nod?
Oh yeah,
yeah, for sure.
You know, like, that's insane to think about.
it is.
You know, once again, because these aren't like artsy fartsy.
No, these aren't like the Ghibli flicks. You know?
like these aren't like,
these are adaptations of Shonen Jump manga.
You know, like, these are.
You folks will do work, bro.
Yeah,
They do work.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They
Absolutely.
do. Yeah, that Sakuga is probably some of the best we've seen. Although the flashing colors for me is a little bit too much. People love that, bro.
Well, how was the art in the Reze Arc movie?
Oh, amazing!
Of course.
Like, everything that people, Mills says this, but everything that people complained about of Chainsaw Man, of like, it felt very muted. They went full opposite. Like,
I can't wait to see
the
it.
colors just pop. Like, there's a scene. No, Jay, you really need to see this, because there's a couple scenes that feel very Tekken inspired.
Oh man.
Like, bro, where you're like, nigga, how are they showing the hitbox on this motherfucker?
That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah, this is gonna be a short one this
God.
week, so I might have time to go see it in this weekend.
Bro,
That's
there's a couple scenes where you're just like, oh, okay. Like, there are moments where they just like flip art styles, and you're just like, oh shit. Like, and then it flips back, and then I'm like, they really knew how to make this just work.
I love it.
No, like, visually, it's amazing. Sound amazing. The music hits perfectly. It feels just super hardcore. There's this like musical transition that goes from real like beautiful and jazzy, then the guitars hit. You're like, whoa, what the fuck is about to happen? And then you're like, oh shit. You're like, oh. And it's like, oh man, it takes you on a ride for real, but they use so much to it. Like, it's a great film, man, and I think we continue to get this quality of stuff. Like, I'm not mad at it. Like, I'll pay the 20.
Yeah,
I'll pay the 20 to go see it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
I just need everybody else that's paying the 20 to not be funky.
Yeah. Dude, that's
for
a
sure.
hard,
Like,
that's
you
a
know what I'm
hard
saying?
ask.
It is.
That's a
But,
hard ask, bro.
You know, you gotta. It's one of those things. I would rather be in a theater full of just cool people that just like this than anime fans. Because I love anime fans, but at the same time, anime fans.
I don't.
But look,
I don't.
I don't. I just like my.
I love anime fans as a concept.
I love
them
my
as a
friends,
concept.
and I like the
You know?
people who listen.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
like
what I'm saying.
anime
That's what I'm
fans.
saying. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I hate y'all.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I really need y'all to start bathing.
I love that. I like the concept of the anime fan.
Yes, I love the
Yeah,
concept
like,
of
I'm
anime
glad
fans. I really do.
I'm glad we have a renaissance and a popular trend here of like anime being a big stronghold in the West, but I don't like the people who watch it.
Lord
Y'all-
knows.
y'all don't make anything fun. Only
Not-
the cool people. Only
And
the
once
cool
again, not to be this guy, because I hate sounding this way, but I think there's a real point of there's a way to be an adult anime fan.
There is.
people. Yeah, be
There's
There
sensitive.
really is.
Like, you can still cosplay, you can still do all these things, and you can still very much be an adult about it.
Yeah,
I think that when I see 30-year-olds acting like a child, listen, feed your inner child as much as you want, but at the end of the day, like, you're 32.
we're judging. We're
Yeah.
judging.
Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
you're 30, like, have some type of cool thing, like, you know,
At
like,
least
have some
Act
type
like
of,
you've left the house before.
yeah, you know, like, okay, like, let's all act like we're still in a public place and like
Yeah.
have some, you know, like some decency here.
Because that's the thing. It's like all those weeks out of the year when it's not an anime release or it's not an anime convention, I understand you're gonna do what you do, and that's okay. You're doing that away from the rest of us. But it's when we all have to come together in these public situations that I have like standards and rules that I expect us to all agree upon and follow.
Asking a lot out of them.
I know, but I expect us to agree upon and follow these rules. Like, wash your ass, throw on some deodorant, get you some smell good,
Nope.
Put that on. I know that's asking too much.
Nope.
I know it is, but I do expect it because it is the minimum. It is the minimum.
And also too, like, don't start putting on the fake Japanese accent.
Yo.
Don't do the cute Japanese girl voice. Like, you know, like once again, the hygiene thing, I understand at this point it's just a trope. It's just a trope. But I think it's those things where it's just like, now you're talking to me like, you know, you're a 6-year-old. And I'm just like, come on, like let's.
You're doing too much.
You're doing a lot.
You're doing too much.
You can say Trunks. He is not Torankusu.
Torankusu.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. You can say it.
Like, hey man, listen. End of the day, man, listen. Like, as my cousin say, he's a My Hero fan. That nigga named Deku.
Yeah, man. You know?
Midoriya Kun.
Yeah, that Kun and all the senpai.
You using all of that.
Oh, man,
I get it. I get it.
The senpai.
I heard I was sick.
The senpai stuff is funny as a joke, like notice me senpai. But when you actually start using it unironically, that we're gonna judge you, bro. You're American, man.
It's a damn shame because, like, come on. I understand we've all been 15 at some point and you felt like you were like, hey, I don't even know who the hell I am. So that's cool. But beyond that, you eventually got to know who the fuck you is. And
like, man, we can't be doing like air kamehamehas.
Yeah.
You know?
You can do that with your homies, you know what I mean? Just for the fun.
Just for the fun, you know? Like, you can laugh about it.
Yeah.
But like, once we get all in the space together, it's like, all right, relax here. You know, like after a certain point, it's kind of just like,
you feel me?
Like, let's all just kind of enjoy this. Let's all be cool about it. You know, let's all be chill about this. Like, I understand. Be a fan. Like I said, I'm cool with the cosplaying.
Like, should you really wear an Ahegao hoodie to your workplace?
Probably not, but
no, like you should. I'm sorry, like I've seen these things with my own eyes, and I'm just like, bro, like we can all see you.
You at the work meeting with the Kosuke robe on. I'm looking at you like I need to pull you. Like it's the Andre Iguodala. It's like the Andre Iguodala gift.
I'm what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? Like, come on, man. Like. Hang that up. Time and place. Let's be appropriate.
I don't think there is a time and place for a Ahegao hoodie. I'm gonna be for real with you. I'm gonna be very honest. I don't think there's neither a time nor place for that shit. But work is the place where you make the money to pay your bills.
Yeah,
and we all in the office. Like, come on.
You might as well bring the body pillow. He's gonna start doing that to work. Oh man, never change anime fans. Never change.
And once again, man, I want people to like this stuff. End of the day, this stuff is absolutely just for fun and enjoyment, and like it's not serious at all. End of the day, this shit is just shit on the screen, bro.
It is.
That somebody spent a lot of time drawing or animating that we all enjoy. Like this shit ain't that serious, you know?
The admiration should be admiration.
You know, like, but once you turn it into your personality trait,
you suck. You officially suck.
You suck. Let's just be for real about it.
You're not cool. Listen, it's not fun.
As much as I love Gundams and love piloting and all that stuff, like, hey, bro.
I'm not doing the Camille Bidan, Zeta Gundam heading out. I'm not doing that in public. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I just won't.
It's so funny, man. This community is hilarious and great and fun, but it's also
leave the foxtails at home.
Yeah, bro. Listen, there's also the other things where you be looking at it, you be like, I'm like, guys, come on, man. Like,
it should have stayed on the forums, like the way how
should have stayed on the forums.
It really did.
That is the best way to put it. Some things should have stayed on the forums.
And I'm gonna be very real. Like, if we really look at like the history of anime fans in the West, like it was our generation that really like took it too far. Because if you look at like the old heads, like the pictures of like people at like anime conventions, these people look like they all had jobs.
Normal folk.
These people all look like they like had a job and like took care of their families and stuff, or like, you know what I mean? They all clearly had some level of responsibility outside of this convention, and they just went to a convention to let loose, have fun, go about their lives. I don't think none of these people was like saying, "Hey, Scotty, beam me up" in the 80s, like at the bank and shit. You know what I mean? Or whatever, what have you. You know what I mean?
Yo.
It's too many times I'm out in real life and I hear a and I'm like, say, look, I understand the appeal of having that on your phone for like 5 seconds, but we are at the store. Zordon is not calling you to go anywhere.
Yeah, Miami Mike wasn't acting like this, bro.
Miami Mike didn't do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He wasn't doing that. He didn't make like, we weren't fan subbing and all this stuff, wasting resources and time for you to like embarrass us, because it makes us look bad. It does.
The Neats used to be at the house, only at the house. Yeah. Now the Neats is out here. We all see this the thing. We all ride in the same school bus now.
Yeah.
We was never all supposed to ride the same school bus.
Nah, negative. We definitely weren't. We weren't. Something should stay on the internet, and that's something that nobody.
Man, listen. Once again, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like you said, I think it's just once you got a little too. Things got a little too much. You know, you got to sometimes keep some things contained. They didn't stay contained. You just gotta just let the monkey started running the zoo. And you're like, oh shit, like this is what happens.
Yeah, the inmates is running the fucking whole asylum now. It's
you're kind of like, oh shit. Like once again, we all sound like niggas who grew up in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah,
like,
I'll be that.
Like
and you know, like,
we sound like those niggas, but
I'd rather be this.
I'd rather be this.
I'm stuck on that. I
would rather be this. End of the day, I would rather be this. I understand it. But
man, listen, Anime Labs raised me. A bunch of these old stuff. I'm not one of the. I'm not, and it doesn't make me better. Just again, it just makes me familiar with what
a different understanding of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this, and I know that it's just entertainment. But y'all make this your life.
Like, we come from a time where you had to actually watch the show. You couldn't rely on, here's the YouTube summary. You know what I mean?
There was no tubers. We didn't have that. You had AOL chat rooms. And that's it. And forums.
And even then, they would be like, watch the damn show.
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking? And they were a little bit way ruder than.
Oh, hell yeah.
They were like, you couldn't say much stuff because you would be roasted for like a couple of days. So yeah, different era. But hey, I'll leave the anime stuff to y'all. Like I said, I enjoy the stuff that I watched over the course of years, and I can always love over those. This new stuff, y'all got it. Y'all definitely got it.
I will say, man, for whatever everybody feels about the foregone era that is the 90s, one part of the 90s that came right towards the end that I absolutely love is Turn A Gundam.
My goat.
Turn A Gundam is, for all intents and purposes, Tomino's magnum opus, in my opinion.
Yeah, easily.
If you know anything about the original Universal Century era of Gundam, going from the late 70s through the very early 90s, it's a lot of epics, a whole lot of space opera, a whole lot of war. But after a while, we go from Tomino's era of Gundam to Bandai and Sunrise's era of Gundam. And when Tomino left after 1993's Victory Gundam, we started to see the series that we've covered thus far and one that we will be covering next week in 94, 95, and 96 is G Gundam, Gundam Wing, and Gundam X. These are all different takes on the Gundam franchise, right? First time we ever see any sort of alternate histories, alternate universes, anything like that. And I'm pretty sure for fans at the time, it started to look like Gundam was just a toy franchise now, right?
It was dying.
You could super Sentai-fy it, right? You could make it about whatever, and you run those 49 to 50 episodes, and that's what you have. But at the end of the century, Bandai decided, hey, let's get out of the way and let Tomino provide his vision to Gundam one more time. About
time, sure.
And it was all the more better for it with us getting Turn A Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot to say with my bros here about the show itself, but this week we're specifically digging into the main character and the pilot of the Turn A, Loran Cehack. Because when you think about Gundam pilots, you typically picture a strong sense of resolve, the will to survive at any cost, maybe even a strong sense of vengeance, anger. But with Loran Cehack, this is not the type of pilot that's built for war. He smiled through his battles. He cried for both sides. And when he climbed into the Turn A, he did not ever fight to destroy his enemies. He fought to save them. While Gundam's always been about worlds obsessed with conflict, through that dark history of all of Gundam, Loran reminded us that peace takes more than courage and violence. This week, tune in with us as we dive in to Loran Cehack, the pilot of the Turn A. So, I know we've all got plenty of thoughts to get into. So, we can just jump right into it, man. When it comes to Loran Cehack, this is a character that is unlike most Gundam protagonists. Like, he is the pacifist of the show, right? We've talked about series like Gundam Wing, where Relena Peacecraft was the main driver of wanting to end war, right? We have characters like Kudelia in the Iron-Blooded Orphans, who's able to use their power within politics to try to deflect from the world staying in chaos. Typically, these types of characters are not the Gundam pilot. The Gundam pilot is almost always the catalyst of what changes the status quo for humanity. Well, it is in this season, while also being the main understander of both sides. Is we have characters that are able to come to understand the lives of those on Earth and the lives of the Moonrace. But Loran, before the show even really kicks off to a start, already has that sense of understanding. With the sort of, oh, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, I think that is, there's this theme in Gundam, right? And we definitely see it in IBO. We see it, and I think it speaks to what you're talking about with pilots and their resolve, right? Mm-hmm. But it's this thing of blind loyalty.
Yeah.
Mika has it. Mika has his blind loyalty where he's just like, his loyalty to Orga is the biggest thing. Yeah. Turn A Gundam, when we're talking about Loran, he has the same blind loyalty to Queen Diana and whatnot. Yep, to kill.
Yeah.
But he doesn't let that blind loyalty, in a way, take away from from his humanity.
Yeah.
He doesn't let it take away from the fact of he still has this feeling of the Moonrace and Earthlings we're all human. End of the day, we all should be living in peace. And I think that a lot of other Gundam pilots, you see their loyalty, whatever it may be, the cause or a person or whatnot, it allows him to kind of see things from very much one side, and really this the side of whatever side they're on and whatever the mission is.
Yeah.
You know, and he doesn't use that, like his loyalty doesn't blind him to the point of where he can't, you know, he can't see a bigger picture.
Yeah. He's the most understanding, like, protag Gundam has easily. For the most part, he just wants to discover and find ways to keep the peace between both sides. Not, well, one gets an advantage over the other, like most protags. He's not a soldier, which is, to me, I think it works well.
Yeah.
And it shows benefit.
He's just a civilian.
Yeah, he's just a civilian. He's just learning. He's no different from a tourist. He's coming to appreciate what he's been, you know, introduced to, and you know, he learns that, you know, it's worth protecting. You know, nobody should be destroying folk, and war doesn't really solve anything, essentially.
It's because of Loran's empathy that he's able to see humanity on all sides. Like, there are no sides really to Loran when it comes to humanity. Loran even states that, you know, he fights to protect anyone who cares for human life, and anyone who doesn't is his enemy. Like, it's really that simple for that line of understanding for Loran. How do you feel that Loran's peaceful nature changes the emotional tone of Turn A Gundam compared to other series that we've had before and even since?
I think it creates a clear contrast, especially with the people that he's paired around. I think it creates this clear contrast of like what other personal motives, especially during times of war, how that creates kind of more of a hostile environment. You know, like it's just like he because he doesn't, once again, he's so committed to, I want to have peace between everybody. Like, even when he is in the midst of battle, he doesn't go into battle with this thought of, I'm trying to kill this person.
Yeah.
You know, like, in the day, he's just like, I'm just trying to stop you from whatever you're doing. And I want to stop you and be able to like get through to you, to be able to see like, hey, like, we don't have to do this.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
like, you know, like, we don't have to fight each other. We don't have to do this. Like, we don't have to do any of this. Like, let's, you know, like, how can you, but also at the same time, he understands that he has to protect others. So he's not afraid to jump into the battle, but he comes into the battle always with a different mindset of, I mean, you can even see it during little moments of when he's using the white doll, where he's like, I think one of the best episodes is the farming episode.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And how he's so scared to pick up the pig and the cow because he's like, I don't know how to delicately use this machine yet, and I feel I'm gonna crush them. You know, like, that's the type of mindset that he's in when he's in the white doll. And you see a lot of other people who are, you know, other pilots in there that don't think in that same way. They're like, these are weapons, these are machines that are used for war. And for him, he's like, no, this machine should be used to create a better living for everybody else. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like,
yeah, he redefines what war really should be about, because the reason why Gundams primarily exists is to stop the possibility of wars happening. You're here to destroy another thing that's targeting the Earth or whatever planet. He's using this solely to improve the lives of everybody, which it's a nice little contrast. Like, we're used to just robots destroying other robots. This robot is here simply to protect. It's the peaceful guide. It's the peaceful man, peaceful pilot, deadly machine, but for the most part, this machine is going to help everybody, no matter it be mundane tasks like doing laundry of some sort, farming, etc., etc.
Those
like
mundane tasks
were
were
mundane. Like
the best examples.
This is the best part. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, this is all new to him, and it makes you realize and appreciate the beauty of Earth, essentially, just not in this series, but as a whole. Like, there's beauty in like doing the simple mundane task There's always going to be a thing. Protecting peace also is there's beauty in that as well. Like, I think that everything that happens in the series, it challenges his personality. Like, he's very patient, he's very empathetic, and in a world where so much chaos is going on, him reacting in a way where he doesn't lose himself, it makes the series so much better for me.
I really appreciated those small bits of just humanity, that not even small bits, large doses.
Yeah, it's
not even, because when I say small bits, most people will consider, when they're watching Gundam, the Gundam and everything with action and war to be first, and the human connection to be second, whereas Turn A Gundam is the opposite of that.
Yeah,
right?
He's busting the mecha myth of, like, everything has to be destroyed, and it's in space all day. Like, nah, there's people driving cars and stuff in this joint.
That's another thing I love about Turn A Gundam. It's the setting. It's the fact that this is an far generations removed from the Earth as we've known it in Gundam, to where it's almost been a reset for humanity, right? There, you don't see this level of technology with the people on Earth that is anywhere beyond, like, pre-World War II industrial era, right? Yeah. Whereas on the moon, all of the humans that are living there, they have all the technology that we're used to seeing in Gundam,
which is fire. That's super fire.
And what I really enjoyed is that Diana first sends Loran's group, and they're just a small group of like 5 or 6 people, and they're just there to live amongst the Earthlings for 2 years, just to survey and see what life is like for them, and try to find out if there is any sort of like archaeological evidence of the dark history. Right. Mm-hmm. And it's only when other groups from the moon come with these weapons of war and they start invading the Earth that there's even a reason for the side of Earth to have any sort of technological advantage.
Yes.
Right. And it's only through these digs where they're able to find, mobile suits, and even the Turn A embedded within mountain passes in the Earth, that those on Earth are able to have a fighting chance. And it makes sense that Loran would be the first one, because Loran was never fighting to kill any of the people that came back from the moon, because those are his people too.
Those are his people still.
Yeah. And even though we're shown that the White Doll has an impressive power, like, is very destructive, right? Yeah. And this is before we ever know anything about the Moonlight Butterfly, right?
Yeah.
In all of that destructive power, Loran,
this is such an OP suit, bro.
Talk about it, man.
It's fitting for, like, if this is the last Gundam in the entire timeline, it makes sense that this Gundam is like the most broken Gundam. This is supposed to be the daddy of them all. This can reset, and this can do a bunch. So I see
self-repair using nanomachines. The Moonlight Butterfly, which I already mentioned, like, it can literally destroy all technology and all of everything using a storm of nanomachines. It ended the Earth before wiping out all, ending all, like, everything.
Yeah.
It's such a, like I said, this suit's just broken. It's just like, what more can you add to it to even make it more powerful?
Loran
at this
hides
point?
2 nukes in it casually.
That's what I'm saying. He hid 2 nukes. Okay, look, this is, we're jumping. Like,
there's no order in this. We're just talking Loran.
Funniest shit.
Yeah.
The nuke shit was the funniest thing ever,
bro.
Yeah.
How they find the nukes, how they use the nukes.
How
they let a couple of them off.
That episode had me wilding, because, like, they're just doing all these throughout the show. They have these mountain ranges that we find out later are basically covered, like, That's all sedimented nanomachines. Like that's not even really like dirt and dust in like real mountains, right? This is all just what's left from the Moonlight Butterfly, and it's encased all of the mobile suits that were left on Earth and any sort of weapons or any sorts of anything that could just cause destruction. And on one episode, they find the Lost Mountain, a mountain that they knew nothing about. They thought they had like found where all of them were. And a couple of mobile suits go in there and they're like, what's that little warning symbol? I don't know what that means. And they're like, this thing says like hazardous materials. What? And a couple of dudes are like, wait, no, I know what that means, bro. That means these are nuclear. They're probably bombs too. I don't fuck with these at all. And so then some dudes with some mobile suits go, oh, bombs. Oh, bad. Like, we should totally get these. And they're just like walking around with the nukes in their hands, in the mobile suits' hands, and then there's other mobile suits shooting at them just casually. Just like, just
playing hot potato with the nukes.
Yo,
you know,
staying out of
you catch a nuke and you get a nuke. Everybody gets some nukes. They're like, hey, put 2 of the nukes in your chest.
Yeah,
when we go into space, just playing with the nukes.
Only
bro.
2 of the nukes make it out because the rest of them all wind up getting fucking exploded because these dudes in the mobile suits are being idiots.
Yeah, they apparently they don't know. They didn't read their dark history and realize that.
Rest in peace,
they didn't read the manual at all.
Yeah.
Nah, they didn't read the nuke manual
at all.
Read
none of the manuals.
Nah, they didn't cover that in their history class apparently, because nukes do damage. Nukes definitely do damage, and this show is no stranger to that.
Like the episode's called Midnight Sunrise for a reason. Because like, literally they were like, oh, the sun's out. It's late. Like what? I don't think the sun's out supposed to be right now.
So straight out of a cartoon.
Fucking nuclear explosion goes off all because some mobile suits pilots are idiots. I even love the way that they explained it. They're like, yo, that place is now covered with a poison that doesn't go away for thousands of years. Like y'all can't go back there. Like it's fucked.
Oh boy.
They straight what is it? What's the damn show? Well, I can't think of it. I'm gonna think of it in a second. The nuclear place where they can't, no one can go there anymore. It's inhabited because of that nuclear explosion. HBO had a show about it.
Oh, Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. They Chernobyl it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a Chernobyl times 100 because it was a nuke and the core of a fucking mobile suit going off at the same time. Yeah, nah. Insane. But that's what I like is that Loran understood the threat of that when he heard it. So he was like, okay, well, y'all got, homeboy, you said you found 2 of those. I'm gonna put these in the Turn A's chest, and I'm trying to get to space to get rid of these immediately. But that just also speaks to Loran's character, right?
Nobody want to listen to him. Nobody want to listen. Just listen, man. You might not know much about this, but I'm pretty sure he had a point.
And especially when it's like everybody trusted Loran for any sort of technical know-how prior to that, like. Pretty sure he might know.
Yeah, he might know something.
What he's talking about, right? But again, Loran's anti-war ideals just really wrapped up everything about his character. He's the archetype of the Gundam pilot while changing everything about that, right?
Yeah, this man Jesus himself.
This one in action, right?
Yeah,
not even in.
Yeah, just not even there, but like, nah, he's legitimately changing.
Yeah,
he's bridging 2 planets, bro.
Still hilarious. Jesus, the mobile suit pilot. I need that.
Someone
put the Bible into that.
Jesus like Loran. Exactly.
Listen, man. I don't like the fact that he was the.
I was just about to get to that. Let's get it. Let's get into it. Okay. This is clearly for the joke. Because I have no belief that Tomino was like, oh yeah, he's black, so he's gonna have to be a servant to these people because it's the early 1900s. But it looks crazy. Like in the beginning, him being their personal driver and shit I was like, okay, all right.
He got himself a nice little spot to catch up in, you know. I mean, I guess it looked bad on paper, but
it was only
good.
because of how they treated him in the beginning. They were like, this nigga's from the moon.
Naturally speaking, like, yeah, they looking at it like, yo, you's a foreigner.
Even before they even knew he was from the moon, the one mammy lady that was in the house was like, damn, they let a foreigner in the house, must be nice. Like, it's just like, damn, like,
Amen.
I ain't never seen hating like that ever.
For real,
she
man.
was upset.
But after a while, I did understand the importance of just like, if we're gonna make the Jesus comparison, right? Like, Jesus was a person who, served for everybody, and Loran was that, right? Loran would be the first one that's like, oh, hey, like, this person needs help tilling the field. Cool, I'll go do that. Oh, you need help washing these bloody rags from a hospital? Let me get the Gundam and turn the hands into a washer machine in this lake, right?
Man, there's so many Gundam protagonists not even doing,
not even thinking about simple stuff like this.
Not even doing that. You know what I mean? That's a list of that would just say no, just straight up no. My man is selfless to a T.
But I want to say the duality of Loran's being as a Moonrace person, as an Earthling, the duality of his identity as Laura and Loran, which is so. I obviously I don't feel like I have enough strength to talk on this on the analogies that there could be to the dual identity of Laura and Loran, right? But I will say I did appreciate that part of his character, because it was something to where, like, you would have these other people, all because Gin referred to Loran as Laura.
Laura.
All because of one, like, weird tick of this one person choosing to refer to Loran as Laura. Because Loran is from the moon, and the moon is the other side. Early on in the show, Loran has to present themselves as Laura.
Yeah.
So that way they can see this Gundam pilot, the pilot of the White Doll, as a person other than who Loran is. And Loran's gentle nature allows them to blend in perfectly as Laura Rolla and as Loran Cehack.
Yeah, and they don't look at it as a weakness either.
Yeah,
so that's I mean, is emotionally intelligent like all hell. So I could appreciate that.
No, he reads the room very well.
Yeah,
like, even his interactions with other characters throughout this series is very they're not surface level.
Yeah.
Like, he does a great job of being able to connect with all the other characters and do it in a way that it's like he gets like, it's not, everything's not surface level. He knows how to get beneath whatever is on the surface. He's able to, like, kind of hold people accountable.
Yeah.
He's able to hold people to what they're saying, but he's also able to show, like, empathy of when they are falling short, of just being like, no, I understand why, they're being like that, or I understand why they're sad, or I understand why, X, Y, Z. I think even one of the bigger moments is between him and what's his name? Shout out to my Native American brother.
Joseph. Yes.
So when Joseph takes his mobile suit, Loran could have really just been like, I will kill you.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, get but then he brings up the fact that, he done got old girl pregnant and all these other things. And he kind of just takes a step back and be like, all right, like, okay, I understand why he wants to play the hero.
He's going through it right now.
He's going through it.
Like, I understand why he wants to play the hero. I understand why he wants to do this. I don't agree with him. But I think he's tripping. But in a way, he's like, I still feel him. I see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
And he could have turned a moment where, it could have tripped out and caused some issue and caused some more internal struggle than what they were already having at that moment in time during the series. Where at that point, it was an all out, Royal Rumble in that motherfucker. He was just like, I don't know who's on whose side at this point. We all
It's a
just
smattering of ideals from
like
both the Moonrace and the Earth side. I really did appreciate how if there were, if this had been like during the UC, this would have been the show that really spells it out. Don't you guys see both sides are the bad guys? You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, yeah.
This show spells it out for you in ways that couldn't be more obvious. You do see Geen at first, the representative of Earth, who as like a politician who has like the right ideas for what humanity should do to advance themselves, and it's just like, okay, the idea of humanity advancing themselves is a right thing just because you see where humanity is at the beginning of the show. But then when you see it's because he's around all these other like war war craved people, he's like, actually, okay, well, we should just use the moon's resources to create more war machines for ourselves to protect ourselves. And Loran's like, whoa,
you're tripping, buddy. This ain't it. He realistically just charge counterattack.
Yeah,
with the schools, with darker skin color,
and without the mobile suit skills and all that, right? It's just not a pilot. Just
you leave that with Harry Orr, who's just more like Quattro.
I think this. Out of the list of pilots that we have that we'll be talking about this season, I think this is one of the rare pilots where his soft skills is what makes him such a good main.
Yeah.
Not his piloting skills.
His piloting skills don't even matter because he's not a tool of destruction. Like, you need to be all that and then some.
He's not a bad pilot either. Let's get that out.
His
son is nice.
He's modest to a T. Like, he's like, nah, this just a suit. I ain't doing that. Like, no, we seen people get in that suit. They not doing what you doing.
At all. On both sides.
On both sides, by the way. So it's cool that he's modest, but for the most part, I think he's the perfected kind of new type that Tomino wanted to implement in this show and possibly couldn't do it, because all of this embodying just empathy and understanding and being able to talk people out of it without any form of like a magical power, like he does it well for the most part. I think he's probably, as far as the emotional intelligence, like I said before, he got it. He's number one. The
most idealized version of a new type without actually having to be one.
Yeah. He doesn't have to. He just knows that like it's more about peace. He's for the cause of peace, and he doesn't want any of the foolishness that war happens. And I think that's great, man. I think that's perfectly great for him. I find it funny that he's still in the most destructive suit, but like it works out well for.
It's a perfect dichotomy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it really is. You got this very kind, soft-hearted person who actually has a heart of gold piloting the suit that was literally made to destroy the Earth.
And you gotta consistently find ways not to destroy with it. Like, I think I give his piloting skills a bigger. I big it up even more. They're like, bro, this is
it's the amount of control, the self-control.
Like, you have to your ideals protecting just even being in that pilot in that suit. Like, I don't know, man, it's hard to not destroy somebody with that kind of power.
Even when you think about the fact that his final adversary, Jim Jingum, is a samurai from the moon that only wanted war. And what I thought was wild was that like that family had never actually gone to war before, so they're just like hungry for the idea.
They just got this natural craving.
They just want the fun. Like that friendly fade is just embodied in them. Like, they want to see what it'd be like,
and they're so obsessed with it. And for Jim Jingham to be the pilot of the Turn X, which literally had like a counter for everything the Turn A had. Turn X is a cheat code. It's got a psychom system.
We're talking about broken suits.
Yeah.
Turn X might be more broken than Turn A. It literally can disassemble itself.
Yeah, the psychom system where it can turn itself into its own funnels. What the hell?
I think the Turn A could be still more broken than it. It's just the way how it's got the pilot in it. Jim is like for his suit, that's perfect for his personality.
Because everything he would see, he was gonna do.
He was gonna do. Like Loran could have just used the Moonlight Butterfly and just GG, no take backs, no.
But that's just not Loran's character.
But that's not it. But Jim, man, he might be more battle craven than Char, bro.
Jim busting up the Shining Finger, the damn Saikamu system, killing his own lieutenant, all because his lieutenant was like, "No, I'm gonna take out the white doll," and he's like, "The fuck you are!"
No, he got so hot that he intervened in that situation. He was like, "Nigga, who the fuck?" Said that you could come into this.
He gave me Vegeta vibes.
Absolutely. That's who Vegeta wanted to be.
Yeah, just clinging on to that particular. So, this
is Namek Vegeta on steroids, man.
Oh yeah, all the way.
It was wild seeing Jim Jingham, this war dog, be the perfect folly for Loran. I thought it was a great set for like villain versus the main character there. I really loved even Loran's human relationships, right? The Heim sisters with Sochi and Kihel, right? Sochi and Kihel both lose their father in the beginning of the series, who was the one who basically gave Loran a home, right? And they both deal with it in different ways. Sochi wants revenge for all Moonrace people, and Sochi was like the first one that really had like a romantic feeling for
Loran, basically.
So when Sochi realizes that Loran's from the moon and it's his people that caused all this, like,
she's hurt, man.
We see her go through a huge 180 in how she deals with Loran.
Yeah.
Even I found it annoying at first, really, because I was like, damn, like, but he the same one that's trying to like save y'all, like, get over it, right?
You ain't looking at reason you're not looking at sound logic.
Like,
you hurt my father, killed him. Those is your people. You came here and you hid the fact that she was from the moon. So you public enemy. But at the same time, I'm still fighting feelings that I have for you. It's been 2 years you've been in my household. So.
And it was as that connection grew throughout the show where Loran only responded with more tenderness towards Sochi. Right.
As he said, and it wasn't like fake or fun. Like it was true, genuine.
Yes.
Emotion.
And even taught Sochi to be, stronger on her own, right? Just through that affiliation and her being around the Suicide Squads for Lusana, which man, I wish if this was an episode about all of Turn A Gundam, I would go into all the little things I love about Turn A Gundam.
There's a lot to gush.
It takes place in the South, baby.
It's the South.
Come on. It takes place in the South. Like, oh my God, I was like, this is my show. This is my fucking show.
Yeah.
But it's that those little parts where he grows closer as someone that Sochi can still trust in. And even though he finally is able to come across the Queen of the Moon, Diana Soriel, eventually, and Kihel and Diana swap. And basically doing the whole the Prince and the Paupers type deal, right? Mm-hmm. But it's so much deeper.
The swap is hilarious.
That was fire.
Because the swap is crazy.
The amount of understanding they both get as each other.
Man,
like most anime would have fed off of those misunderstandings, and it would have been the worst for their characters, and it only turned out for the better for everybody.
Man, episode 10 is the GOAT simply for Diana making that speech to the Kiel's father's grave.
Yes,
I was like, this is what it's all about.
Apologizing as Kihel, and Kihel being like, "Oh my God, she understands my feelings perfectly."
Just realizing that it's her. It's part of her reason as to it's kind of her fault. Low-key.
She takes accountability for everything, almost to a fault at some points, right?
Yeah. And we don't get that a lot with most characters in Gundam.
Not in Gundam.
All of it's fresh. All of it's fresh.
And Kihel doing the same for taking her speech as Diana, and Diana's like, oh shit. So she's like, no, I will not engage in war, and actually no, we're gonna make peace with the Earth Wings. it's like, damn, like, yes, they understand the spaces that each of them takes in all of this. And man, I'm telling, bro, the only like Gundam and its female characters not always the kindest, right?
They are
show,
yeah, they are it's girl power. Chicks
all
of the different female characters, like even
they're really strong in all their own ways.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, even the side female
yeah,
characters.
that's what I'm talking about. Teteth, the old girl that was descended from the people from the moon. The girl that was from Lusana, like,
yeah,
there's so many characters that were like, oh shit, like, you can't, the pilot girl, like, there's so many of them where it's like, whoa, like, you can't get rid of none of, you can't replace none of these characters. Like, there's more dudes in the show that were like way more expendable that like wind up being like, oh, okay, actually you kind of are serviceable, as opposed to like all the women in this shit. Like, but I feel like that all plays off of Loran's gentleness too. Like,
yeah,
it's all in connection. And to wrap it up, it all symbolizes Tomino's evolution as a creator.
Hell yeah.
You know, Tomino's earlier protagonists, like, let's
rage.
Hey, much love to all my people that are neurodivergent, but shouts out to Loran for being the first
normal
neuro non-neurodivergent Gundam pilot. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all of them, especially ones before, like, they all got problems, legitimately.
He's the first neurotypical Gundam pilot. Yeah, man. Like, there's no I don't.
Amuro is antisocial.
Yes.
Camille has a rage that doesn't get fixed until episode 40. Judao he hates all adults. So yeah, Uso, the guy.
Uso was put through hell.
Poor Uso, bro. Like, Bodomon is an idiot. Yeah. So like, this is the one sensible one with that embodies
Hiro
empathy.
Is suicidal, and Garad is Mexican. Like,
yeah. Shout out to my boy.
Oh man, I can't wait to talk about the Garad brand next week. But it's all of these, like, for all of the little like things that make like these different Gundam pilots like a little bit off, right? Or a little bit like, oh, like that's why in their world this Gundam pilot would never be able to be the catalyst for change and peace for everyone, because they're too idealistic in their own way. They're too stuck in their own.
Yeah, they buy into just one, like the one foundation. Yeah, changing everything. And that's not needed. You need full on empathy. You need to connect, like actual what new types were supposed to do in theory. Yeah. Being able to connect with one another, understanding each other. And the main pilots who have that new type ability, they don't. You don't put Amuro in this story and get good results. None of them, like literally none of them.
Loran, at episode 1 is where most Gundam pilots, if they're lucky enough, will find themselves by episode 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And by the time they dead.
If they're lucky enough to not be brain dead or physically dead, they're able to find the sort of reconciliation that Loran already has from the beginning. I think a lot of that has to do with the healing of Tomino's mindset.
Yeah, my man Loran is a friggin' a moonoid that lives on Earth. Shout out to Goku being the same on Earth, bro. My man,
for real, man. Like, they do kind of set the same. They serve the same role.
Yeah, most definitely.
What were you about to say, though, T?
Nah, just realistically speaking, I think this is beautiful. This is a beautiful project for Tomino. Like, we talk about the rebuilds with Ano and like how it got, like, the series got a better closing at the last movie of NG. This is Tomino's last NG for
like the fourth rebuild movie where you see Shinji having, basically being a therapist to his pops, right? This is Tomino being that to his viewers, being like, hey, look, there is more than just the conflict of war, and there's more than just these weapons being used to cause chaos. Like there's even a few points in Turn A Gundam where I noticed like characters almost die. Like there's a part where like the ship crashes and Gin is like, oh, if I had been sitting there. And I feel like that's almost like Tomino going to the fans like, hey, you remember that one show where somebody would have sat there?
Yeah, you would have blown up.
Like, you know what I mean? Like where the shell would have just hit somebody's head and now they're dead. This is not that show, right?
He kept escaping death and it kept pissing me off. I will say was the one like, I don't know about that.
That's the pacifist in him, man.
He was Samuel Jackson's character in Django. I hate that nigga. I hate him so much.
He really was, man.
My thing is this. I hate him so much for the simple fact that he thought he was so much smarter than what he was.
Real chess move.
He thought he was Trinata, and it's like, nah, bro, you're barely Makuva.
He swore he was so smart, and he swore he was just making all these plays and all this and that. Man, what?
You don't gotta turn.
He met Jim, and it was like one of those things of like, everybody thinks they a demon, so a real demon stepping through the room.
Jim showed up and he was immediately like, "Say, big bro, what you trying to get on? Like, I'm trying to get like you."
Yeah, he looked like a fool, a real fool.
Yeah, he was, man. Listen, a fool in man's shoes. Listen, a fool in some man's shoes, bro.
Yes, a fool in man's shoes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Turns out
I hate him. I hate that little dandy ass outfit. I hate that dandy ass haircut he had. I just don't like him.
Nah,
Gil was not. Listen, bro.
Another 19-year-old in the Gundam series that eventually just takes the ideology of the madman. Like, shout out to Orga. You lived on.
Yeah. Orga is the best version of Gin ever.
Yeah, a more honorable Gin, essentially.
Absolutely, completely, man. I feel like you have all of these amazing dynamics throughout this show and all of these like scheming characters, all because Loran is such a perfect character. If you didn't have nobody getting in Loran's way, you'd have had peace from the jump. Like Loran would have been like, hey, here's Queen Diana, here's her people. Hey, y'all got any like open space around here? Looks like y'all got plenty. Can we live there? And they would have been like, yeah. And then it would have been it. That would have been it.
Yeah, we needed the schemers, man. We needed somebody who wasn't going to conform to a party. So here we go. We get Jins. we get Jim. We got all these maniacal loseristic characters over here.
Fucking the most oh my god, the most obvious fucking name of all time, Agrippa Maintainer. Oh, so he just wants to maintain his grip on the moon. Awesome. Okay, cool. Like I was
just for me, like yo, my man told me, I was like, you know what? I'm not doing where you gotta look at it from whose side. No, we're throwing it right in your face, bro.
Yeah.
Right in your face. Enough with that. This is my last hurrah. I don't come back until G-Reco. So this is my last hurrah. I'm spelling it out for you. Everything that's in the show, you do not have to take it a different interpretation.
The show just asks you to watch it. You ain't even gotta think hard.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'm really happy that they saved the space stuff for the second half of the series.
Yeah.
Like, we spend so much time on Earth, which is great. And even when they're in space, like, we make our way back to Earth.
Yeah, we went right back.
We went back.
Couple of episodes, you know what? Earth Earth more raw.
Yeah, you know, like, but I think the space, but they made the moon stuff and the space stuff really count.
Yeah.
I think during that time we really get to see some of Loran's best piloting out there.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, you realize he was definitely a Gundam Pro Tag that got to do Gundam Pro Tag stuff.
You got
even the characters mentioned, like, damn, he's good in space. Like,
yeah, like, this is you in your natural home.
No gravity.
No gravity. I don't gotta worry about nobody. I'm not worried about nobody on Earth. I'm not gonna.
And he had the stereotypical Gundam protagonist crash out moment.
Oh, yeah.
They're in space.
Yeah.
Where he hits old girl with the champagne bottle.
That was fire. I don't agree with this.
Yeah.
That might be the most peaceful form of crashing out.
Yeah, it was. I don't agree with you.
I don't agree with you. It's like, you know what? Hoorah, bro. Hoorah.
This show plays it off so well.
Listen, I know that champagne look expensive too.
Yeah,
that definitely wasn't no my way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's that like circa 2182. You see,
that been in the summer.
Yeah, that was definitely a different century for sure.
God, I love Turn A Gundam so much. I feel like Loran himself, even like it, I could easily believe that every Gundam season we've gotten after this still all takes place during the Dark History.
Yeah, absolutely. All of that is Dark History. I'm not going to agree with that.
That Loran represents the ultimate evolution of the Gundam pilot after everybody.
Yeah,
you know, like it ends with Loran. It ends with Loran and Diana in Europe somewhere, just chilling, married, sleeping in separate beds for whatever reason.
Yeah, she still got Will Games' ring, man.
Yeah, you know what? She's still stuck on Will Games, and I don't blame her.
I don't blame her.
You know, she did spend hundreds of years on boy.
Yeah, yeah,
but. From top to bottom, everything about Loran, his character, the way he acts with everyone else, the way he operates the Gundam as more than just a weapon of war, more than just a killing machine, right? His strength being compassion. I loved everything this show brought. Return of Gundam has been a point of wonder for me since I was 12 years old. And to finally get to this 25 years later, I'm glad I did.
Yeah. He redefined how I look at Gundam, bro. Like, you don't have to, Gundam don't gotta be about suit and space blowing stuff up. It never should have been. It's supposed to look at what the characters bring. The suit is not more important than the character. The character's ideals mean more. And most of the characters in the suits usually just are a product of whatever foundation or institution is telling them to do. This man has his own ideas and he sees through it. That's perfect.
Yeah. And I think like you said, this is Gundam returning to the fact that end of the day, the suit doesn't define the pilot defines the suit.
Yeah.
And I think they got away from that for a little bit.
Yeah. Again, after that too.
Yeah. I mean, really after. No, I think low key it might be worse after.
Yeah.
What was after?
And I was seeing that money come in from that gunpla, and they're just like, shit.
Yeah. It's funny because the gunpla took a hit during Turn A, but like, bro, they was like, you know what? Let it rock, bro. This story's a little bit beautiful, and they should continue to keep that chain of thought. When you have a good premise, let that rock for a bit, bro. Like, you don't gotta worry about others. Like, I'm not thinking about the Turn X simply because I saw it there. Mm-hmm. Like, no, I want to focus on the story at hand. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what makes Turn A Gundam timeless, is that you don't have to have, like, we talk about how most people start with Gundam by having that favorite Gundam, right? Having that one that aligns with them. In this, it's the characters all the way.
Yeah. The characters mean more. The story is the more important thing than the robots in space blowing stuff up. That's always been the selling point for Tomino, which is what I'm assuming. And he tried to make it, like, honestly speaking, if he did not sell Gundam to Sunrise, that probably would be the last Gundam, like as a whole.
Yeah.
Thematically, it looks like this would be the last one.
They could have ended it in 99, and I could have seen how easily.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, but this is also a great example of what happens when you allow a creator to just create.
Yeah.
When you give the
reign.
creator the key, let them do their thing. I think that this was really Tomino getting back to what he wanted to do with the first series.
Yeah, without
like this is easily the most. I feel like tone wise, story wise, is how the character development wise is very like this is what he was doing when he was doing Gundam, the OG.
Sure.
Like he got back to that with this, and he's like, "Oh shit, this is why the series is so good." Once again, when you don't let the suit define the entire series, and you allow the pilot and the characters to actually define it, and you just use the suits as a kind of a storytelling mechanism, he creates magic.
Yeah.
This has that. It has that early Tomino feel of like even like the Aura Battle of Dunbines and the Elgaims, where it's just like, hey, I'm telling a story here. Yeah. The mech is just a serviceable part of the show.
Sure, if you read the original Gundam novel, like the suits is like it's not even the most important thing as a whole. But you can also see the growth mentally from them, because that was a little bit more. That was very bleak, very bleak. Yeah. So I think it was a good culmination of I progressed as a writer, I progressed as a human, and this is my love letter to a 20th anniversary. Like this is my work, and I'm gonna end up with a bang.
And it was great, man. It took a huge step forward for the mecha genre as a whole, for Gundam. And I feel like all of mecha is better off for it.
Yeah, we got, what did we get after this one? Seed.
But instead of going forward next week, we will take one step back to 1998, because we're going to be covering one of my favorite Gundam pilots.
Man, Japan let this one down, bro.
And we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get
a lot of people were burnt out on a lot of good series in the 90s. Like
I can see how.
Yeah, GT is GT because people were burnt out on the series.
Most things from the 80s.
Yeah, like we tired and we done with the like I know what they be saying on NBA Twitter. We done with the 80s. They was really done with the 80s, man. But like nonetheless, it was still a quality show. I can't wait to talk about it, because like you would believe that this is a show that's airing on TV. Why do you got 39 episodes? This is less than anybody.
But
it was good.
Those 39 are solid. So
yeah, this was.
Do yourselves a favor between this now and next week. It's only 39 episodes. Go on Tubi. That's right. I said Tubi.
Yeah, go on Tubi. Go on Tubi.
Check out Afterward
Gundam X, baby. Listen. Not only the home of great black cinema,
the Atlanta Cinematic Universe,
the
Detroit Cinematic Universe, the Chicago Cinematic Universe.
Yeah,
man, listen, it's upholding a lot of great Japanese television.
It really is, and one of those classics is Gundam X. So tune in with us next week as we get into it with Garad Ran, my favorite Gundam thief of them all.
Yeah, my anime, y'all, man. I see a lot of people that talk down on this joint. This is the best AU. This is the best AU. Like I like IBO, but like this is my go AU.
You're in and out, and it's an easy watch. So hopefully y'all give it some time between now and next week. But until then, subs lie, dubs lie. We do not, never have, and never will. Y'all be easy, man. We out of here.
All right, y'all boys.
Peace.
育てる愛だけでいいずっとそして赤い赤い花びらが